Okay, we're going to be looking at something called Zentangles. Zentangles are patterns in shapes, in words, in letters, just a form of a picture that use different patterns all the way through. And it's a form of almost like Zen drawing, where you just relax into it. You don't get too stressed, it takes your mind away from it. You listen to calming music or no music at all. You don't talk or chat through this. You have to be silent to be able to sort of like get your mind into it, and you consider things that are happening in your life, and it all comes out while you're drawing. So we're going to start. This is a 7 MWA one I did. I've started, not quite finished it yet. You can see I've used 2 different colours on here. Generally, with a Zentangle, you will use one colour only, and that's where it gets its effect. And you can see it's almost with a red, it almost draws away from the lovely patterns on here. So if you've got a blue pen, that's great. If you've got a red pen, that's fine. A black pen works best if you've got one, but it doesn't matter if you're not. Just try and stick to the one colour. It's much more effective. So what is your task? Well, your task really is to relax and draw. There's no rush. You won't finish this. If you finish this, we'll just expand the paper out, we'll draw patterns around here, and you'll take up the whole time. So it's good just to relax. If you don't finish it doesn't matter. You can take this away, finish it at home. It's perfectly alright. So I'm going to draw out my name to start with. So I'll just start off with a... Again, don't be too precious about the lettering to start with. You can do it on a wave, you can do it however you want. I'm just going to quickly do some sort of like graffiti type writing, but you can do whatever you want. You might want to do a picture rather than letters. You might want to do your form name. You might want to write mum, dad, granny, anything like that. Okay, so I've got my words written out. I'm going to split my first part up. So I'm going to draw a little square in here. And I'm going to choose a pattern. Now you will be getting a sheet on here with lots of different patterns on, and there should be an explanation sheet as well of how to go about this if you want to start on a different design on here. So you can choose any of these patterns. There's loads and loads of different ones. I'm going to start with this one's called Knightsbridge. It's just really a checkered board on a diamond. I'm going to show you how to do that. So all you do, nice and easy, you draw some diagonal lines, and then perpendicular to that, 90 degrees. Draw these out. And then shading in, these work so much better if you just take your time and colour. Colour and get right into corners for them to be effective. And then the next one. Try to not leave any white, and you can see what I'm doing is my pen is changing directions all the time. So it ends up colouring it completely black into them. I'm going to try a different pattern now. I'm going to draw another pattern from here, coming through. And I'm going to draw a cornrows, which are like these ones here. How I'm going to do this, I'm just going to draw some lines. And you can start one and move on to another. I'm just going to round off the edges. And you see why this doesn't matter at the moment. There. And I'm going to put some dots in. Now because the dots are going to be white, you make them slightly larger because you're going to colour in behind there. And then you start to colour. And you can see the white then starts to use in the negative space there. And your negative space is turning positive on this one here. So this is going nicely. And you can move yourself around. You don't have to stay on the M on here. You can move yourself across Over here, if you're getting a little bit bored of that side, move yourself across and draw yourself some swirls. And this is nice. This one's a nice one because you've got lovely scales you can draw with this. So it's like octopus legs coming around, and the scales in the background. But again, remember, it's all about relaxing. It's all about being in the moment. Okay, that's over to you now.